Hey everybody, my name is Bill Bradley. I'm a registered dietitian and the owner of Mediterranean Living. We teach people how to eat the Mediterranean diet and live the Mediterranean lifestyle. So today I wanted to just talk a little bit about what the real Mediterranean diet is. So a lot of us, our experience of Mediterranean, or what we think is the experience, is we might go to like an Italian restaurant, get some spaghetti and meatballs, and it might come with like a half a pound of spaghetti, a half a pound of meatballs, and a whole bunch of cheese, and then a little bit of salad on the side, or maybe a little thing of broccoli. Or we might go to like a Greek restaurant and get what we think is like a Greek salad, which is iceberg lettuce and a whole bunch of other vegetables and cheese and olives. This is not the Mediterranean diet. So first of all, if you went to Italy and you got spaghetti and meatballs, you would start with a whole bunch of different vegetable dishes, some salads, and you would get a little bowl of spaghetti with one or two meatballs. And if you have a Greek salad, first of all, a really traditional Greek salad doesn't have lettuce in it at all, but it certainly would never have iceberg lettuce. So let's talk about what a real Mediterranean diet looks like. So most of my research was on the island of Crete, which is often considered to be the heart of the Mediterranean diet. A lot of the islands are where the healthiest people in the world live, and Crete is a Greek island right in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. So why Crete? Much of the first research on the Mediterranean diet was done in Crete. And what they found on this particular island was, at the time in the 1950s, they had the highest longevity rates in the world. The men lived to be the same age as the women, and they only could find one man on the entire island who had had any kind of heart disease in a 10-year period. So the reason that people were living so long is because they weren't dying of all the diseases that most of us die from. They were dying from old age. So why is this? A lot of it has to do with the food, and there's now been thousands of studies done on the Mediterranean diet. There's one coming out sometimes every day, but at least once every week. And the diet itself has been shown to help benefit with almost everything from the top of your head to your toes. So anything from Alzheimer's, dementia, eye health, skin health, asthma, of course the lung disease, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. All of these things have been shown to be helped by the Mediterranean diet. But what you want to do is to try to eat a really true Mediterranean diet. So I'm just going to quickly tell you what they eat on the island of Crete, and then next time we'll talk a little bit more about the specific foods. So, first of all, they eat a lot of fat. They eat more fat than we do, yet they have the lowest rates of heart disease in the world. And this is because of the type of fat they eat. They eat almost all extra virgin olive oil. And we'll talk next time specifically about what you want to look for in an extra virgin olive oil, considering that at least 75% of olive oil in this country, in the United States, is fraudulent. So lots of olive oil, lots of vegetables. The average American eats 2.5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. The average person in the Mediterranean will eat anywhere from 9 to 15 servings a day. It's a fruit and vegetable based diet. But remember, the vegetables are cooked in a lot of olive oil with lots of fresh herbs and spices, and they're really delicious. So this is one other thing about the Mediterranean diet, is that it is so delicious. It's not something where you feel like you're depriving yourself of food. It's more like you're eating with abandon, you're loving what you're eating, and you actually might feel guilty about eating healthy, which will be weird, but that's how good of a cuisine it is. So lots of fruits and vegetables, olive oil, meat and chicken and fish in smaller amounts, usually cut up and put in with a casserole or with a stew, but still they eat meat, chicken, and fish just in smaller amounts. As I said, lots of fresh herbs. The main protein is beans, so they eat a lot of beans instead of meat, but as I said, they still eat meat. And then they drink alcohol. And not all parts of the Mediterranean do, but this area of the Mediterranean definitely, and most all of the islands, they will drink alcohol. And we'll talk more specifically about why that can be good or bad, and how they do it in future videos. So those are the big points. They have small amounts of cheese, but olive oil, fruits and vegetables, beans, smaller amounts of animal proteins, and they drink alcohol, they drink lots of water, they drink coffee. They generally have an awesome time eating. Every meal is considered a celebration. They sit down and they eat with their families. But we'll talk more about that later as well. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview, and next time I'll do a little bit of cooking and we'll talk specifically a little bit more about the foods. One other thing, I just wanted to tell you about this program that is starting next Monday, which is called the Mediterranean Way, and it's a program that we created. The idea of it is that over 10 weeks, you learn step by step how to eat and live the Mediterranean diet and lifestyle. And there's lots of awesome things in it. There's a virtual walk across Crete. There are tons of recipes and cooking videos and meal plans. You get points for everything that you do, and you actually get prizes sent to you for doing what you're doing and gaining points. So it's a really awesome program. We'll tell you more about that as we're going, but it's going to start next Monday on October 2nd. If you want more information about it, you can check out the link below. All right, thank you, and we'll see you next time.